insurance company is refusing to pay for a special kind of nutrition doctors say a 2-year-old Hixson boy needs. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Chapman.
And I'm Josh Rowe. Bliss Segment joins us now and explains why the company will not pay and why one organization says this is a growing problem. Bliss.
Josh, Kim, Bellamy Lorenzo turned 2 in late July, but he's about the size of an average 1-year-old. To help him grow, doctors at Erlanger placed a feeding tube directly into his stomach. One day after his surgery, his parents found out their private insurance won't cover the costly nutrition that goes into that feeding tube. Bellamy Lorenzo plays like any other 2-year-old. Unlike other kids his age, he needs a feeding tube and supplemental medical nutrition to grow normally.
Right now he's less than first percentile, so out of 100 kids his age, he'd be the smallest.
Last week, gastroenterologist at Erlanger put this feeding tube in Bellamy's stomach. His mother, Brianna Lorenzo, says their insurance, which is provided through their employer by Cigna, covered the surgery costs, but the providers won't help pay for any of the nutrition doctors say Bellamy needs.
Complete strangers have done a lot more for us than even our own insurance that we pay every month for.
Keeping this kid healthy is expensive. A little more than 2 of these pouches are pumped into Bellamy's stomach every day, costing the Lorenzos about $500 every month. Right now, they're getting help through donations, but once that money runs out,
we'll be definitely scraping by once that happens.
Cigna stands by their decision to not pay for Bellamy's supplemental medical nutrition. In a statement to us, the insurance provider says, quote, Cigna's decision isn't related to medical review or necessity. It is simply not a covered benefit by the member's plan.
I mean, it's an extra strain on the family. I wish we didn't have it, but I mean, you have to do what you have to do and try to help her as much as possible.
There's a bunch of families who are experiencing the same thing.
In fact, the nonprofit Patients and Providers for Medical Nutrition Equity is fighting for kids like Bellamy. In a response, they said in part, quote, medically necessary nutrition is sometimes both the primary treatment and the sole mechanism for ensuring children with certain disorders can meet their nutritional requirements. When medical nutrition is prescribed, it is the patient's treatment, not groceries. Patients and Providers for Medical Nutrition Equity made this map. It shows how medical nutrition insurance coverage varies by state. In Tennessee, the organization says if you have private insurance, coverage is limited to certain diagnoses and by formula only. If you have public insurance, it's also limited by certain conditions, but additionally by age. Kim.
Bliss, thank you. The Lorenzos say they do not qualify for any government assistance.